is, I know, back to the gong. Health insurance. You do not invest a penny in the market before you have health insurance. Medical emergencies are the single biggest cause of bankruptcy in this country. I know how bad it is to live without insurance because I've been there, living next to Interstate 5 and some pretty darn nasty way stations. And getting treatment from the Farmers Workers Clinic, actually the same farm clinic that Juan Corona was in that area, before my parents and my sister basically bailed me out by taking care of my health care costs. And that big yellow thing that was right here, that's a medical condition. Anyway, I know, especially the younger demo can feel invulnerable. Right, hey, come on, Callow Youth. Remember that? Great Conrad book. But believe me, you're not. And you don't want to be exposed to the huge downside. Just a sec, let me tuck my shirt in like every professional does. Like how you see Brian Williams always tuck his shirt in, you know, when he's doing the nightly news. And Matt Lauer, he's a big shirt tucker inner. Okay, anyway, you have the huge downside, financial risk of not owning health insurance. One illness, a couple of hospital visits can wipe out all the capital you've spent years building in the market. They also stick their hand down their pants. You ever seen that? I once saw Brokaw stick. No, just kidding. All right, the third thing you must have before you start investing in stocks is another, and this is the last sleeper I promised for tonight's show. But these three sleepers are like worth the price of admission. Disability insurance. I got all this stuff. The disability insurance, the rationale for both health insurance and disability insurance, very simple. Without these two kinds of insurance, you can get wiped out in a second. All the precious gains that you've racked up in the stock market will be for nothing. Because you'll either have to use that money to pay for health care bills or to support yourself while unemployed and injured because you didn't have health or disability insurance. Okay, so I sound like Mehmet Oz. Hey, he's like a good doctor, too. Anyway, you have to think of paying off your credit card debt and getting health and disability insurance. The last two are offered at really good prices by many employers in this country. You've got no excuse for not getting it if you also own stocks. As more than just items on a personal finance to-do list, these are so important. It's not what these are. You know, when people think, oh, I can just avoid it, don't worry about it. These are essential elements in your strategy for capital preservation. Remember, I cannot preserve capital if you don't have these things. We talk about capital appreciation. This is what you do to grow your investments, using money to make more money. But we always acknowledge that capital preservation, not appreciation, preservation, comes first. Because you need to protect your capital in the present if you want to grow it in the future. Normally, we'll talk about moving into certain kinds of stocks, like buying stocks with safe, high dividends. You know that that's nirvana, as part of a plan for capital preservation. Well, paying off your credit card debt, getting health and disability insurance, these are no different from that. They are the three most important elements of capital preservation, and without them, investing just doesn't make any sense. If you only watch this one show and get those 3 points and never buy a stock that I recommend again, you will be wealthy. You will be wealthier than any other stock I can recommend, provided you get this groundwork. Here's the bottom line. Before you can become an investor, you need to pay off your credit card debt. And you need to get health care insurance, and you need disability insurance. It's that simple. I cannot help you unless you do those things. I'd like to take some calls, please. I'd like to go to Joey in Arizona. Joey.